The literacy is increasing fairly slow, but you need certain technologies to increase it faster, really, and you need to get biologism, because that Darwinism thing, 50% education efficiency, very, very strong. Very, very strong. But at this point I need to disband some armies because they cost money. Fight the disease with everything we have, because I don't want it. And also cross this off. Support the Empire. You know what, I don't want any problems with Turkey, so I'm gonna support the Empire. And I'm guessing that a lot of others did as well, because everyone is fighting. Maybe now. And this also means, unfortunately, that I'm at war. But there's nothing I can do about it right now. So how's it going with this whole fight to get... Oh no! Oh, I think Saxony is a bit of a lost cause, honestly, so I'm gonna pull out of Saxony. It's unfortunate that I dropped the ball on that one. But this means that I have even more reason not to do the same to Bavaria and Baden. Because Saxony doesn't supply more troops, but they are quite good at hindering new North German Federation from forming. Even though a part of me wants that to happen, because it's less of a hassle to keep track of one large enemy than a 15 million small ones running around everywhere. And the new... what will this be called? New Italian Austrian army. Because it will be stationed, you guessed it, in Italy. And the age of liberalism has reached the Austrian Empire at long last. Which is unfortunately not good news. Not for me anyway. And now the account of, or the ratio of intellectuals has risen to 1.39% of the population. So the research point gain is a bit higher. But now all these are starting to fire. Plurality plus 5%. And you should be able to see each time it happens that... Okay, what's this? No, make peace. I will make peace. That every time one of those fires, the total amount here will increase. Not drastically, but it will increase. And cholera epidemic will be spreading. I hate these diseases because every time, and I don't know if it's the mods that do it, but every time I try to play with a mod, I get 15 million diseases all the time, and it lowers my poor population. So much. And already the hussars here have died out, and the artillery people here has died out. So I need to replace them eventually. Am I creating any new units? No, I am not. Well, I need to I'm gonna cancel this rally point for now. And luckily here I can get artillerians, what is it? Artillerians. Here we go, Croatian artillery. I think I will... Let's become more liberal. And here was hussars, I need Czech hussars. I think it was the Polish are most famous for the hussars, but maybe the Czechs were too. I don't know. Could be. Poland, of course, in this time period doesn't exist, except for little Krakow here that is under my protection. And it will remain so. So by this point, Saxony is firmly under Prussian care, even though they are allied with me and not them. And they're allied with Baden as well, but they wouldn't be joining me in a war because they can't fight the overlord or the master, Prussia. So can I ally you now, Russia? Which is my highest consciousness, really. Yeah. They will not ally. Political considerations, too many alliances. Army strength, navy strength. How much is minus 86? Well, there's no way that I will reach that amount. And next up is idealism. Because how can you argue against 50%? Liberals exploit cholera epidemic. Yeah, sure, why not? So let's see how much of the population is liberal now. 23.8% or 23.77. He sounds like a reasonable man, yeah? He really does. So when will the Hussars? It will be done in 2 days. There we go. So now I can continue building proper armies. Proper. Starting off with... let's get Vienna soldiers in here. And Linz. There's a lot of people in Linz. Didn't know that. I have a North Italian artillerist or artillerian. I didn't know what I said. Artillerian. There we go. It will form... I don't know what it will be called. Here's the new Austrian army. No, I should change the name of this. Oh, already! Now it's the infantry that is missing. Can they stop losing people? Because it's really infuriating having to restock these armies with soldiers. And they won't do it themselves, and there's no way to really automate it or make it any easier. It's just a pain. A big pain. Punish the reactionaries. Yeah, sure. Let's get more liberal. No! France died, and Metternich's faction will become the new ruling party. And a lot of reactionary. They'll become more liberal as well. What is the 25% now? But 62 still in conservative. And only 13% reactionaries. Keeping the reactionaries at bay will only be good, and 5% more liberal. Yeah. At the early game is mostly trying to rebuild research points and, you know, the intellectual base. Rebuilding an army and waiting for this whole liberal revolution of, I guess, 1848 or whenever it was, go through its course or run its course. And maybe we'll just manage to keep Austria from falling apart. Maybe also increase the speed a bit. Speed 5. Speak Hungarian. Let them... I only have one choice, so let them speak Hungarian if it makes them feel better. I have nothing against Hungary. You can speak Hungarian as much as you want in my empire. Even though it seems like a very, very complex... Very, very complex language. So where will this be stationed, this army? Oh right, I never changed the name of this because lacked a soldier. And no one else does. And this guy has joined the Transylvanian nationalists. Unfortunate. Soldiers of Oradea. I do like you. But now I have a new army to name. And it will be... new Hungarian... Hungarian-Austrian army. Arm. New Hungarian-Austrian arm. Stationed in Budapest. And first and foremost, let's replace this guy. And come on, more blights and stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I need one more infanterist here. There we go. And when that is done, I can finally go on and build another one. And I'm increased. I've stepped up. I've become the 4th greatest power in the world. And the Ottomans really is clinging on. So what is happening in the world? Netherlands, Spain, the Ottoman Empire, Prussia, Austria, the Russian Empire, France, the United Kingdom. So not too many big surprises there. And they still won't ally me, because for some reason they hate me. Potato famine. Come on, how many famines are there? And I still have no ally. It's not good. Are you still allied with the Frenchies? Oh no, France has allied Prussia. What? Who are you allied with them? Is it Spain? No, Spain is allied with Netherlands and Portugal. Who are you allied with? Is it Turkey? Can I ally you, Turkey? They will not accept. No one likes me, but it's close. Question is, will they be any good? Well, it will be better than... No, there's no way I can get it to work. I'll get a more liberal. I'm gonna get the 4th Vienna Infantry. Can I change the name for this too? Can't. Not that I would have any reason to anyway. And a new army, which might be the final army. At least for now. Because I'm running out of soldiers. Quite heavily. And the Croatian Hussars. Why not? And that will be the new Austrian army. Or, you know, it will be in Austria. Around here. Cottage. Work smarter. Creativity is good. Try to figure out how to use it. And let's increase in speed again. We have been 7 years since the game has started. Not much has happened. Mostly just building up the country. And the intellectuals. It takes a long time to get the intellectuals up for some reason. Address the parliament. I don't like militancy, so I'm gonna reduce that a bit. True masterpiece. 16 prestige. It's quite good. And where was Postojna? The population has increased quite a bit. There was another one that had... Is there any way I can find RGO output? Oh, right here. Gold. So much gold. But the problem is no allies still, and the Ottoman Empire has now allied with the Russian Empire. Of course they have. And Prussia has allied France, so basically I am cornered in all the worst ways. And I haven't really been paying attention here either. Oh no! No way! No way, Prussia. Blood of revolutionaries. Bavaria. No. No France. No. And no for you either. There's so many people encroaching my territory. No to Russians, no to French, no to Prussians. And I've lost people, yet somehow managed to get a bit. The thing with Austria is that they start with quite a bit of people. 9.13 million is a lot of people. And this army has already lost 2. Just by building it. Has anyone else lost? No, there's just a new one. So they lost 2 infantry. Who will be replaced? And this, yeah, new Eastern Austrian army. And I might as well change the name of this immediately. From a 2nd army to new, new Austrian army. It was stationed in Austria. To the big surprise of many people. And increase speed again. And idealism will be done soon, thankfully. And agitation dies down. That's very good. No revolutions yet, even though there are quite a bit of Serbian patriots. The Jacobins doesn't have much support at all. And this pandemic influenza keep gripping the country and killing people. Oh, French alliance! Thank you, France. You broke your alliance with Prussia, who switched to the United Kingdom. Well, with the French, I feel a bit safer. A bit safer. So what do I need now? Well, I could go, and I will go for positivism, even though I should get going on army stuff, because I need to kill this guy, Prussia, at some point. He's going to come knocking and I'm gonna knock on him. Sounds a bit strange. Okay, so what do people want? They want suffrage, and they want it now. 1.69 million people. 20... God, is increasing all the time. Okay, so let's have voting. Is there any way to enforce the Austrian curricula? Perfect. So, do I have any systematic extermination? Doesn't sound very, very good. Enslave the serfs doesn't sound very good either. So I can get slaves? It's not very popular amongst people. I wonder why you would want it. Seems like a fairly negative thing to do. Limited constitutionalism and elections started immediately. And this guy has already died out. At this point I have more troops up than I can use. I won't follow the elections. I will just flip. Because the worst thing about this game is the small decisions you have to do each election. And they don't really give much at all, really. It feels rather pointless. And I'm going to transfer over 3,000 men from this army to go into Italy. And 2,000 of these men, or 3,000, will be going to Prague. And no offense to Eastern Slovakia, but I think it's called Carpathian Mountains, but I still think that Northern Italy sure must be nicer to be a soldier in than in the middle of the Carpathian Mountains, or if that's really where it is. Hopefully. Otherwise I've made a fool out of myself, which wouldn't be the first time, nor the last. And I wonder why the administration is still at 40.7%. Why don't they want to become bureaucrats? Sounds like a very, very boring job, but... I mean, it must be better than being a farmer or whatever. You'd think, anyway. And also, people stop being soldiers. Yet there's so much... We want soldiers in this army, or in this nation. And there's a fight. Did I not get called in, or did I fail the call to arms? I might have failed the call to arms. But, you know, being scatter-minded is things that happen. It's things that happen. With me, that might have been a one war, but without me, I'm not so sure. At least the least I could do, I can declare war on them, though. Why can I do that? What have they done that deserves getting war? Oh, they have infamy at 11. War subsidies. Yeah, like give France some money. Hopefully they will be able to beat the Germans, although at this point I'm not so sure. Also they have the English in their here, you know, attacking them from behind. Austrian Imperial Navy, that's a pretty cool name for our navy. Oh yeah, I should attach you guys to your new armies. No, this needs change now. This needs to be changed. The name needs to be changed to the new Czech. And it's not going to be the number 2 either. It's going to be the new Czech Austrian army. Check out this new Austrian army. Combat medicine, perfect. And we keep losing our brigades, even though I think it was 52 or 52 before, so it might have increased a bit. Temperance League, because there's always drawbacks to letting people drink alcohol. Can I... If there was... Oh no! France has pulled out of the war and they hate me something fierce. Holy crap. Who are they at war now? Persia and Sikh Empire. The Sikh Empire is allied with Persia. and, you know, most likely getting their behinds kicked by the British. There's one thing that I wish was a toggle at the start of the game would be to free all of India, because India is a fascinating place to fight in, and I would love to unite it. The problem is that playing as, I don't know, the Sikh Empire or Hyderabad or whatever is really boring when Britain is there with their infinite soldiers. There's so many soldiers. They never end. Never end. I'm looking forward to see who unites Italy, and it's also like the problem with Austria is that you have two nations that you need to stop from uniting things. There's one, Prussia, who wants to unite first of all bloody revolutionaries. First of all, northern Germany, and after that they want to reunite all of Germany as we know it today. And Italians who want to basically unite themselves and become one nation, and both of them are bad propositions for Austria, who's in the middle and has to keep both of these nations fragmented, which is quite annoying and keep track of. And it's that problem that why is Krakow? What is happening to Krakow? It's not in my sphere anymore. I have failed Krakow. And now I should start to get... Not this. I can skip all navy things, but... Oh, what is this? Polish insurrection. The Polish question. Gain conquest causes belly on Krakow. Gain 23 infamy. Lose 5 prestige. Oh, that doesn't sound very fun at all. I'm gonna send my diplomats or ambassadors for it. I have no interest in spending 23 infamy just for getting Krakow. No interest in that at all. And there's another problem with... Oh. Okay, the fate of Krakow. Russia and Prussia agreed to our proposed solution with the conquest of with the consent of the three nations. Our troops are ready for deployment and to put down the Polish rebellion. Well, I guess if all of them are interested in it, or if they agree to it, then I guess I will do that. Time to divide, well, not divide so much as conquer. And I'm going to send a new Hungarian-Austrian army to do it for me. And shouldn't end up with any supply problems along the way. I don't think, anyway. It's not the Carpathians, thankfully. And the Krakowians will... well, be murdered pretty quickly. And here's where the Hussars will be very helpful. The serfdom question. I've never been a fan of serfdom. And I will be abolishing them and give the lands to the freed serfs. There we go, and Krakow is now part of my glorious nation. And now it's called Galicia Lodomeria. So Poland shall be kept off the map. I don't know, I don't agree with that, but I don't have a choice, really. So now I can recruit this Polish... Oh god, okay. Problem has arrived. Also, the mod, thankfully, paused the game for me, which is very, very nice. Very, very nice of them. And this war is about what? It's admit hegemony, which I assume will be basically handing over Bavaria and all these other parts. Can they be called ally? Call on our partner to... We have a diplomat en route, and he will arrive on 18th of July. Alright. That sounds all right in all the worst places. And honestly, this will be a very defensive war, most likely, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it will be winnable. Maybe if the Russians, or I lost all the allies that I had before. which means that I'm not gonna get French help, because basically I failed France. And Prussia will call in all of their people. Tuscany, Parma, Modena, Lucca, Württemberg, Bavaria and Baden all joined the war on my side. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping me. And a million nations joined the other side. Holy crap, including the United Kingdom, who will be leading the charge. And in total, the military strength of their coalition is almost double that of mine. But that is also including the United Kingdom, which is famously bad at waging war on land. Because for some reason they have a trouble of transporting their soldiers to the mainland. But this will be a war for next time, and I hope you enjoyed the playthrough so far, and I'll see you later.